People in Charlottesville this morning have come together last night to take a stand against white supremacists. It was one of several vigils across the country. The show of solidarity followed a weekend of violence in Charlottesville that killed one woman and hurt dozens.
32-year-old Heather Heyer died when a car drove into counter-protesters after a demonstration by neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and Ku Klux Klan members. Newly released video shows the graphic violence of the alleged attack. The Dodge Challenger sent protesters flying as it slammed into the crowd and hit another vehicle.
The car's owner, James Alex Fields Jr., is charged with second-degree murder. David Begnaud is in Charlottesville, where he spoke to victims and to Heather Heyer's friends. David, good morning.
Jeff, good morning. This memorial is the spot where that driver crashed into the crowd of people that had been told to go home and were doing so. That man came barreling down this one-way street and hit those people. The police say it was intentional. One man was seen flying into the air in a now viral photo. We found that man in a wheelchair here at a vigil in this exact spot last night. Why did you initially come here yesterday?
To stand up for what I believed in. To acknowledge what's right, and what's wrong.
Marcus Martin insists that the counter-protest on Saturday was peaceful. His fiancée Marissa Blair even broadcast it live on Facebook. But then, chaos. That is when an alleged white supremacist apparently drove his Dodge Challenger into a crowd of protesters. This photo captures the moment Martin is hit by the car.
My life could have been over, ended. I could have been dead right now, not sitting here having this conversation with you.
He broke his leg and will need surgery. That is his red shoe flying out from underneath the suspect's vehicle as he reversed away. His fiancée escaped injury because Martin pushed her away.
That should never happen. How can someone have so much hate in their heart?
Heather Heyer, who was killed, was their friend. Blair worked with her at a Charlottesville law firm.
She died for peace. She died for equality. She died because she believed that everyone should get along.
Heather Heyer's friends honored her by wearing purple shirts that had a quote from her last public Facebook post. "If you're not outraged, you're not paying attention." Even after police told demonstrators to leave, men waving Confederate and neo-Nazi flags and armed with shields and clubs clashed with angry counter-protesters. Jason Kessler, who organized the Unite the Right rally, said police didn't protect their First Amendment rights, and he blamed the police for the violence.
What happened yesterday was a result of the Charlottesville police officers refusing to do their job.
Kessler had a press conference Sunday that ended suddenly. He was swarmed at the podium and punched. He was also chased in the nearby bushes where he was tackled by a young woman, forced to flee behind a barricade of officers who were in tactical gear. Later at a vigil for Heyer, Marcus Martin vowed to fight for justice.
Her mother can't talk to her daughter. She can't hug her. Her mother has to bury her daughter. Heather didn't deserve this. Heather died for standing in what she believed in.
Jason Kessler had a permit from the city of Charlottesville, which allowed him and his protesters to be here this weekend legally. Now, in criticizing police, the Charlottesville police chief told CBS News, wait a minute, I had officers and the help of the National Guard, and they moved in when the time was right. Charlie, Mr. Kessler was literally run out of downtown yesterday by people who live here.
Thanks, David.